Like
The second half, obviously a lot different than the first half. What did you see the difference?
Just, we got off to such a good start. One of the keys to the game I talked about with the guys, with our students being back, and they were jammed in there early. We wanted to get off to a fast start to get them involved, the students, and they got involved and they got loud. Then we got into a little bit of a rut where we didn't execute quite as well. Our transition defense broke down. In the first half, we gave them way too many. Of their 28 points at the half, we gave them 24 points in transition and off and offensive rebounds. You can't do that. You got to make them play against your half-court defense. In the second half, we did that, and they didn't get quite as many easy points. And the points they did earn, they had to do it by making shots and not getting breakaway layups. And so, but the thing we've been talking about with this team is just continue to fight no matter what's happening. There's going to be adversity in the game in some form or fashion. Early on in the season, we would let us affect us, and it would linger and carry on 2, 3, 4, 5 plays, and then we couldn't get back into it mentally. We've been working on it. We've been talking about it, and this group is doing a great job. There was adversity. We got off to a hot start. They get back in the game. Second half, come out. They take a six-point lead early on, and we didn't stop fighting. We didn't stop fighting. So proud of the guys, the way they performed and the way they grinded out a win, big win.
You called that quick timeout in the second half, and then defensively it looked like a much different team came out of that huddle. What did you tell the guys in that?
I don't know if I can tell you. Well, I don't know if I can use the language.
A clean version.
Yeah, I mean, defensively we did the job tonight. They're a very, very good offensive team. We held them 14 points under their average. We held them to the shooting almost 50% from the floor. We held them to 37%. Offensively, you're not going to be efficient every night. We shot 46% from the floor, but you can defend, you can be gritty, you can be nasty, you can be tough on that defensive end of the floor. The one thing we got to do is we got to rebound better, and off of their misses, you can't give them 14 offensive rebounds, or the game wouldn't have been that close.
Kind of the depth of scoring here tonight with until the final minute there, only Allen was in double figures until about the final minute with the free throws.
Yeah, well, and it's this team is about guys just stepping up and making plays. And I thought when Frankie didn't necessarily have his best game, Rob didn't necessarily have his best game scoring, but I thought he really affected the game defensively in the center of that zone and what he did passing out of their double teams when they tried to double team him. But it's about guys stepping up, and I thought Shaquille, with the game he had tonight, was one of those guys that stepped up, scoring the ball defensively, rebounding the basketball. He did a little bit of everything, and when we needed it, Allen Payne was another guy. Allen Payne was a guy who made some big plays today, some big shots today, when we were in some of those droughts. And he's playing with a lot of confidence. We got to keep him healthy, but we got to keep everybody healthy.
You limit Coleman to a season low at 4 points tonight. How much of a focus was he? I mean, I know he's the leading scorer, it's obvious, but how much of a focus was he in preparation for this game?
We talked about him. He was the leading scorer, leading rebounder, but O'Brien is the kid that really bothers you when you watch him on tape because he's such a difficult matchup. I thought we had some guys that could match up with Coleman, but O'Brien, especially when they have him at the 4 spot, he's so talented that we wanted to try to frustrate him, and I thought we did a good job of that. And I thought Coleman struggled a little bit with our size too and how physical we were along the front line.
When you envision how this team plays, maybe not all the time tonight wasn't pretty offensively, but you throttled them in the second half defensively. Is this it? Is this your brand of basketball you'd like to see?
We're getting closer. We're getting closer. The part that we're getting closer at is that grittiness that you got to play with, that toughness, that fighting spirit, no matter what the situation that's happening in the game. Early on, we didn't have that. We would let any adversity that hit affect and linger on way too long. And so we couldn't get over the hump. And now, no matter what's taking place, the guys are continuing to fight, and that's all I've been preaching, that's all I've been harping on, and it's starting to come together. We got to improve in a lot of different areas, but as you start league play, you're not going to be playing your best basketball. You want to hit that about the mid-conference season, but you want to be playing your best at that moment, and we are. And then the other thing we talk about is in league play, you got to take care of the home court. And all we did was kind of hold serve, and now we got to try to go on the road and steal one.
It's Brian.
You told us the other day you wanted to be more assertive. Is this kind of what you had in mind?
Yeah, I guess. Got off to a hot start. I was able to get a jumper to go down in the layup. That's always a good way to get your rhythm going. in a big-time game like this one.
Shaq looked like somebody was trying to trash talk you a little bit. It seemed to got you interested in playing a good game. Talk about that.
I came in the game like ready to play hard. He was talking trash, but I just kept trying to like play hard and try to ignore it.
Is this your best game, you think?
Yes, sir. This season, yes, sir.
Can you talk about the difference, the switch kind of looked like it flipped on in the second half, especially defensively? What was the difference after the first maybe minute of that second half than the rest of the way?
They got out to a good lead. They jumped out on us, and we're down by 7 early. But you know, it's, like I said in the last game about Florida State game, we're starting to mature as a team. Young guys like Shaq and Brian are starting to pick up how to win and how to keep your head up when adversity hits, because it's coming. So I think that was the biggest thing that we went into, or that we started to think about coming out of that timeout the coach called. I just think that we're starting to grow up a lot, and it showed when we started to spark back.
It looked like it got physical there for a while, and they made their run on you. And then you sort of stepped it back up on your end too. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is the SEC. It's the most physical league there is, and when you got a guy out there like Johnny O'Brien that's 6'9", 285 pounds, you know, it's going to get physical. It's going to be a battle like that every night. So yeah, I saw it, but like I said, we were able to respond in a positive way, and we were able to pull it out.
Shaq, your first SEC game, how different was it?
I just came out with the same mentality, just to play hard and try to win.
Was it more physical than
Yeah, it
what you
was.
see?
Yeah, it was. So,
Did you see Rob when you went up for that? Did you see Rob when you went up for that jam? Did you know you were going to?
I didn't see anybody. I just remember falling. Ain't nobody up there with Shaq.
Alan, you know Coach pretty well, obviously. When was the last time you seen him this happy? He seems to see like
He was happy?
he was basking in the glow of the student section.
He was happy.
Putting up their chants. You don't think he's happy still?
I mean, coaches are perfectionists, and he expects us to perform at our max level and to try to be perfect. He knows you can't be, but you know, that's what he tries to get us to strive for. And you know, he came in after the game and he said, "Good job, way to start the lead." But we got to meet tomorrow afternoon, and we got to do some stuff to get ready for South Carolina, because he's looking ahead and seeing big picture, knowing that this is a good win for us, but we still got a ways to go if we want to do something.